Hey guys, quick note before getting into this video, we at MMOByte have started up a new mobile gaming channel called MMOByte Mobile. We'll provide a link to it in the description, so come subscribe if you're interested in even more MMOByte goodness. So I feel like prefacing videos with this week we have a lot of news has become a little redundant at this point. Regardless, we have news on Peria Chronicles, Bless Unleashed, Crowfall, and so much more, so sit back, get comfy, and welcome to another weekly bite of MMORPG news. If you thought Ashes of Creation focusing on the Apocalypse Battle Royale or Black Desert Online announcing their Shadow Arena Battle Royale were both exciting, then you'll love this. Blade & Soul is actually announcing their very own Shattered Isles Battle Royale as part of their Legacy of the Hongmoon Clan event. For everyone else that hates Battle Royales, or having Battle Royales in MMOs at least, then this is only the beginning. Blade & Soul's update specifically increases the level cap all the way up to level 60, introduces the new Lyn Warden at last, and adds in new class specializations. So there's lots to see and lots to do. My wife Mrs. STIX and I are actually leveling through Blade & Soul to do a full review of the game up to this expansion in the next month or two, so get ready. Quick side note, if you want to see what the new Blade & Soul mobile games are like, make sure you subscribe to our mobile channel, MMOByte Mobile. We'll have gameplay of it up there as soon as it's made available. I'd covered Pagan Online, I think once in the past, when I made note of their server issues that all but shuttered their alpha test. However, the team behind Pagan have made it clear that they are still very hard at work, making all necessary adjustments and taking precautions to make sure this doesn't happen again in the future. Going on to say that the game is still slated to launch later this year. Cool. Especially since we need an alternative to Diablo. Aion has a very large new content patch coming out on March 27th titled Ereshkigal's Wrath. And yes, I hate that name by the way. Really difficult to pronounce. The update will bring with it new skills, new transformations, instances, and more. Which, you know, would be pretty awesome and all if not for the fact that the game is in a constant state of decline. I mean, like, just log into the game and ask anyone how many issues there are with it right now. If you're into failed MMOs relaunching, then you're gonna love this! Gameforge, the team behind the upcoming re-release of Guardians of Ember, have announced that it's actually heading into open beta next week. And guess who's gonna be there to do a video on it? This guy right here! Players that played during the closed beta are being rewarded, however, with special items for their service in testing the game out prior to its release, so, awesome. For those of you excited about Bless Unleashed, yes, all three of you over there, then you'll no doubt revel in the news that the game is releasing this year. In light of this, Bandai Namco have actually went ahead and showcased the various classes that'll be available when the game goes live. Interestingly, Bandai Namco have neglected to mention NeoWiz in any press blast since the initial negative reaction from fans, and this one was no different. Meanwhile, back in Blast Online, people have shown growing doubt, I guess, that NeoWiz will fulfill their obligation to release the Mystic class as they had promised many a moon ago. But what can you do? It's what we get for trusting the company that failed their players several times in the past. But hey, at least we have this coming to Xbox One now. Yeah! This one is, kind of relevant, but at the same time, well, you know what? It doesn't really matter at this point. Blizzard, the company behind Diablo, World of Warcraft, Overwatch, and more, have filed a new trademark on the Diablo name for downloadable films and movies featuring narratives based on a video game and provided via a video-on-demand service. What does all that jargon mean? That Blizzard have plans on adapting the Diablo franchise into either a movie or a TV series. Last year, there were rumors about a potential Diablo TV series when Andrew Cosby, known for Two Guns in the recent Hellboy movie, tweeted that he was in talks to be the showrunner for the series. He then swiftly deleted that tweet, but here we are a year later. If we're lucky, we're actually going to be able to stream this from our phones, you know, because we all have them. In Rift news, and I guess not very surprising news, mind you. Gamigo, the publisher that recently purchased rights to the game from Trion, have announced that they are shutting down the Rift Prime servers before they were even able to complete the full Classic server run. Under Trion, Rift made it through the very first of its 3 expansions, with plans on allowing players to continue to play through the game in each of its expansions slowly over time, similarly to how players did back when it launched. But Gamigo being Gamigo, yeah. Nope. They gave a big middle finger to players paying to play the progression server, as their small team isn't capable of maintaining both the live Rift and the Prime servers. Prime servers will be shut down on March 31st. I mean, honestly, what did you expect though? Gamigo is an MMO graveyard. I wonder how long Arcade will last. Thank God for the Arc Rage private server. Legends of Aria's new community manager, Liz, has posted a large community update covering various things that they've been hard at work on. Major points of interest are reimagining of the death system, a new look at mounts, and changes to monster AI, coming soon to the experimental server. We'll actually go ahead and include a link to the post in question that goes over the crafting, the PvP, PvE, class, guild war, and faction-related features being worked on right now. The testing server is expected to go live soon. Also worth noting is that the studio is hiring, so, you know, if you want to contribute, then this might be your chance. Rejoice, my PS4 brethren, for you shall be shafted no longer. Path of Exile has an official arrival date for the PlayStation 4, March 26th. I mean, you know, not much in the way of details have been provided, but this is good news. Make sure to mark your calendar. I had no idea that this was even a thing until it was brought to my attention, honestly. Nevertheless, Snail Games, the people that ruined Dark and Light, Age of Wushu, and Black Gold Online, have launched their newest cash grab. Sorry, I mean their newest title onto Steam. Outlaws of the Old West has launched into early access to somewhat mixed reviews because you know what? It's buggy, almost broken to the point of being unplayable, but. But what did people expect? Instead of purchasing early access games and refunding the game and leaving a negative comment, let the company finish the game and release it. Regardless, Outlaws of the Old West describes itself as being a massively multiplayer survival MMO that offers players a huge world, thousands of items, and a modular building system. It's, you know, it's like Ark or Rust or Atlas and all the other survival games out there, but with cowboys. Yeehaw! I don't know how many times this game has been delayed at this point, but after what seemed like an eternity, the team behind Crowfall are actually certain that they will be able to launch the game this year. Yes, for fans of the Kickstarter-backed PvP MMORPG, this might very well end up being the year for you. Okay, here we go. So, in my last news video, I had the comment section filled with people asking when I was going to cover Ashes of Creation next. Well, yeah, here we are. Last week, the team behind Ashes of Creation released quite a large director's letter via Discord, mind you. Not social media. No updates through Twitter, no updates through Facebook. In it, they went on to state that they are still very hard at work on the MMORPG. However, they are being forced to push back the release date for their Alpha 1 to an, you guessed it, undisclosed date. So yet again, we're unable to play the game. However, and I quote here directly from Steven himself, in the meantime, they will be focused on fixing the backend, performance, optimization, and their continued efforts on modes like the Apocalypse Battle Royale. You know, it has also been, I think, almost 3 months now since their official forums went down with no word about when or even if it'll come back. So other than Reddit, there is no actual way of really voicing your displeasure with the situation we're currently in. Now, it is perfectly fine to have faith that we'll still get the MMORPG, but let's be real here. They announced that the Alpha 1 Phase 1, which we now know is actually Apocalypse, was just a test for the MMO itself. They went back on that pretty fast, turning the game into a complete standalone title and monetizing it via a cash shop. But hey, according to Steven and the team, it's still all for testing purposes. And, I'm sure I'm gonna get a lot of hate for talking about it in a negative light, but I've been calling this shit for a while now, and more of the player base is catching on how apparent their bullshit is and how important the Battle Royale seems to be for them. Now, we've all been waiting on news for Peria Chronicles. Legit, I don't even remember the last time we got anything in the way of information, but finally, the wait is over. Or, I'd love to say that the wait is over. Nexon recently previewed all of their games rolling out over the course of the year, and while they were all mobile titles, there was one little interesting tidbit. When Nexon were asked about Peria Chronicles and other PC titles altogether, Nexon replied that it might have an update to give on the second or third special day event in the future. While this is in no way a confirmation that we'll receive Peria Chronicles news at the aforementioned time, Nexon are definitely doing a good job of teasing it. So, it looks like we'll have to wait a little longer, but at least we have a little hope now, a little glimmer of hope that they'll shower us with news pertaining to its release. And there we have it. That's pretty much every bit of MMO related news I was made aware of this week, but there is no doubt more to be found. So if you have any that I missed, please be sure to let me know, preferably via Twitter or Instagram, so I can include it next week. Anyway guys, that is it for me. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more goodness like this, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.
Oh hey, get your groove on, make it sway. Do your thing, boy.